Hello, Armchair Warriors. Tom back again with a continuation of my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 11.3.4. So we left off, actually, we just left off having attacked and won in a couple locations. So we have captured Wake Island that we took with two of our Marine units. There wasn't much there. I think a half strength Marine unit and their like a headquarter unit. Took Guam as well. There was a half strength garrison brigade, a regiment there, with also a headquarters unit there. Just sent one Marine, and that's really all that was needed. And we've had some success. We had a southern landing in the Philippines. We've taken the port there as well, moving to take the other port. And once we get some transport ships, we'll be able to ferry over the troops that we need to take the southern part of the island. They got 5 divisions. They'll be tasked with taking all the victory point locations down south here in this area. Up north, we've got a successful landing here. That I think we can probably do it like this here. Send this guy here and have him. Oh, I see. Wait a second. No. So here and there. That way we get that port as well. We'll be moving some troops in shortly once we get some transport set up here, and we should be invading here in Dagupan. Yes, we are attacking there. I think there's just like a headquarters unit or something like that. Not much in the way of holding it there. Overall, our naval strength, we're surrounding the Philippines, Guam, which we need to redistribute at this point. Wake, again, we need to redistribute at this point. We've got ships circling all over around here to kind of in U shape, just to make sure that um, our holdings are kept intact. I see we actually sank quite a few enemy convoys in this area around Wake. Very cool. Yeah, there's some good numbers to see there. Nothing around around Midway, and I don't think we've reached Hawaii just yet, but we have gotten around Johnston Atoll. We've actually sunk a few there, so that's good news. Haven't reached here yet, and definitely haven't reached Panama Canal yet at this point, so we still got some time there. So speaking about redeploying and such, we're going to move this light carrier. Like I said, it's going to be coming out over here to patrol in the middle section. That way we can take a look and see, be clearing that area out if there's any forces, and I don't think there is. I didn't see any whatsoever. We're going to leave him until we finish picking up our Marines. We're going to leave him there just to be on the safe side, and I don't think I have. Oh, we do have a coastal sub. Let's redeploy him out here. I don't think we're going to be able to use a coastal sub. There's only a few places I can use coastal subs, and that's Philippines for right now, which I already got, and Southeast Asia, anywhere where I have a port close by. The Pacific coastal subs just can't be used at all. And I think that's, oh no, wait, I still got, oh, that's this guy here, midget submarine. 300-kilometer range. That is a bit too far. Because, yeah, we're here. 300? No, I can't even get, I can get outside of the Philippines, so midget submarine, we'll probably just send him back over here too. And I think I puppeted Siam, but I almost wonder if for the most part, puppeted Japan. say call to arms. Oh, you know what? That's what. So okay, so we can use the puppet's base here. Cool. But I can't build an air base, so I will actually have to take one of these two air bases pretty much right away. It doesn't look like that this one's being held at all, so this might be a quick walk in the park. Take it, which probably will work out better because at this point, if I were to build an air base, how quickly would it get built by? February 17th, which may or may not be, well, February 17th for it to be built, but before it could actually be used, I think it takes about 2 weeks, at least a week, maybe two, for it to come to life, as it were. Because once you actually build it, it takes some time for that pip that you built to actually become a full-on infrastructure that you built. So probably like beginning of March before I could actually fly my transport troops down here. And on top of that, then it would take time before I could land them. Is this, so that's 712. That's too far, I believe. Their range is 680. Okay. So if I were to take my units there and land them, yeah, I could not land them close enough. I was thinking about how close I could get them to Palembang, so I still would need this airbase here to be able to land on Palembang. Tricky situation overall. I know I'm spending a little bit too much time than I should be on this situation, but 680. I wonder if I just have the paratroopers take off from that airbase that is in Siam, southernmost point, have them land here, because we can't make it there. So we can make it here. I could then ship in troops and try to bum rush them down south. Maybe, I mean, I still feel I'll need a marine landing on here or here, one of the two, in order to be able to then, once I land, push the Marines into Palembang. I think that's about the only way to do it. Well, that's neither here nor there. We'll see. Oh yeah, we finished getting Xinjiang last episode as well. China, Republic of China, Nanjing, very, very large, very impressive. We were still looking at here. So I think we're pretty much done. Let's see how much supply we've got here. Local supplies 463 and fuels 380. Okay, so that's what I was kind of wondering. We can still push these cruisers out to here, which we shall. Just do a move order. We're going to take these subs. Can we make it out to? No, they can't make it there. So subs are going to rebase and use Wake. This carrier group, we're going to patrol here. This destroyer group is going to patrol on the north side. This heavy cruiser group is going to have to call Wake as home. Keto tie, first Keto tie will call the 7th side of Midway its hunting grounds. Let's rebase here. Have that landing craft rebase there. Okay. This group is also going to have to call their home. And how about this cruiser group? Okay, cool. They're going to get the eastern side of Midway. They're redeploying, and got two carrier groups. Southern side patrol. Oops. Eastern side patrol. And this sub's going to have to redeploy into there as well. Okay, I think that takes care of everything here. Oh, light cruiser or light carrier. They are going to handle the western side, kind of hang back. This heavy cruiser group, cool. They will also join in that eastern patrol, and we got destroyers. Actually, they're patrolling in this area. Yeah, they just happen to be, that's right, I placed them here, but they're patrolling up in there too. All right, I think that takes care of it all. All right, so that's everybody that's there. This torpedo boat is rebasing. Yep. And both these planes are going to rebase to Wake as well. That's a nice airbase there on Wake. Holy cow, that's such a nice airbase. Oh, wow, yes. Holy cow, thank you, America. This is what I was dealing with before. This is my new home now. Yeah, the coastal fort got damaged, obviously, but that is very, very nice. Waiting for the transport to come back so we can pick up this guy and drop him off there. All right. Another group, ship him on down. Okay. So we got everybody shipped around that we possibly can. 96.4. I bet you that's, yeah, 200%. I need to wait. Okay. So we do have these garrison troops, which, like I said, they're going to go in China, but and also got these Kempetai as well. But we have to kind of wait. My transports are in use elsewhere right now. Their need is more immediate. I guess mental note, I might have to consider building more transport ships earlier in the war too, because I think I kind of need a few more at this stage of the game. All right. By the way, yeah, that revoked the Soviet-Japanese neutrality pact. We're not going to do because we've got a war immediately with the Soviet Union. Obviously, we're not in any condition to do so. We already have enough on our plate as it is and future. But if I have to, I could see my way to eventually looking at declaring on the Soviet Union, Mongolia. It's just I think my friends would need a little bit of encouragement to kind of get ready. Yeah, China Nanjing does not have the forces. I mean, they've only got militia all over the place and garrisons. They don't have a sufficient force to assist me. Oh, they do have an infantry unit, good size infantry unit. Menjing, looking actually pretty good with, well, actually that's a strong cav unit, but it's two. There might be two weak units. Or this might be cav unit and militia. I don't know. Yeah. Not the strongest of forces in Menjing. Manchukuo, kind of similar. Looks like that my allies are relying mostly on garrisons and militia. So here's where the bulk of the army appears to be. 5 infantry units for sure. tons of cav, tons of militia, tons of garrisons, but we can't deal with that right now. Okay, so let's wrap this up a little bit, and we'll save the game shortly as well. Getting everything set up, redeployed for the attack on Midway. Okay, so now we've gotten there. We can't move out of there just yet. I do have a liner. Oh, is it these guys? That guy? Yes, that guy. Okay. So grab all those and we'll send them. Well, we'll send them up north for right now. That way they can help out the push they're making up there. We'll close that out because we don't need to keep seeing what's going on there. Got a bunch of redeploying going on here, waiting for my reinforcements to come over. Which I could go ahead and send them back at this point. They can pick up another group. Rare materials. I think we can cancel that. Yeah, it's 44. Naval headquarters. We'll keep that. The headquarter units just provide some flavor units for the most part, but they also provide a little bit of increase. I think like a 0.2 increase in organization and a 2% increase in morale. It is good to have. Level 4 naval headquarters. We will say we need this. Again, that's just strictly for RP purposes. They'll be getting attached. I think Southeast Asia, because I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any naval headquarters down in Southeast Asia. So. Imperial Naval Base and Southeast Asia Fleet Command. Doesn't matter who I put in charge. I will stick somebody decent enough here. I will put somebody that is a there we go, a fleet Japanese naval general, admiral in this case. Attach him to the Kwantung Theater. Oh, he's got to get attached to that guy. All right. Alrighty, we're just simply waiting at this point. General Santos, that's here. General Santos, maybe what it stands for. We'll get that unit cut off here pretty soon. Waiting for these guys to be able to attack again, which will be 2 more days. 2 more days. We're waiting for our fleet reinforcements to come in, being transported. Guam. So is this the transport? Yeah, I gotta wait for him to come in. Well, actually, you know what? We can pick him up anyway. And we're going to rebase here at Wake. So that gives us 3 Marines for Midway, which I feel I might need. Yeah, because there's obviously more than just that Marine unit here. And it's a full-on division, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9 different types of regiments, battalions involved here. Don't know who all's there. Marines obviously one of them. So there's got to be there's some stuff there. There's some planes here as well. There are 32 units based here. Huh. Intriguing. So our ships haven't suffered any sort of damage yet to this point. All right. My carriers are coming over as soon as they can. Oh, I want to say that's a light carrier that I had patrolling around over here, but that's okay. Destroyer. I've got carrier group, a more modern carrier group there. I got my heavy cruiser group there. Thought I had another carrier group over here too. There they are. Light carrier group on the eastern islands. I think these are the Caroline Islands. All right, we can let it ride. Just waiting for reinforcements to appear. Oh, ship is back. We'll transport them in there. And this auxiliary ship is going to be based here, getting ready to pick up the Marines. All right, we've got our reinforcements. So 51st will come in around like so. Not that we have to capture every single location, which we don't. To be honest, I feel that all we need are the victory point locations here in northern Philippines and two of the remainder of two of the other 5 victory point locations. I feel that's all that we really need. They already have surrender progress 25%. We've captured 1, 2, 3 points. So technically all we need are 9 more points, if that's correct. So there's 1. 3 is 4, plus 7, or 3 is 7. 8. So all we need indeed, like I said, is one of these remaining 4 victory point locations here. Any one of those will do the trick. It'll probably be this one, because I think that's the I can actually walk all the way over to there. You can pretty much walk all around throughout all the islands, except for this island set. I think you actually have to land on. But yeah, we just capture everything in the northern Philippines from up north all the way down to Batangas. 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 I like that. That's Bataan, I would have to imagine. That's what it's representing. I don't see the actual little. Or Bataan. I've heard some people pronounce it. So we'll have to end up walking up to here and taking that one as well. Then we got the Philippines, and we have them puppeted, or will be puppeted, which will get us a little bit of an extra bonus there. Philippines, we're going to say total exploitation for now as well, too. That doesn't really change anything for us because, I mean, we're not really. We've only conquered 2 islands. Well, that's. America really puts in a lot of effort into their infrastructure. I'm surprised they didn't do anything with the mountain point, but Guam, the northeastern part of the island, yeah, that's like huge. That's awesome because I don't think the higher radar. I'm not sure what that level the radar does exactly, but it does at least it will provide early warning on what's coming through our area or what's coming to us. So with Guam and Wake, both being level 10, level 10 radar installations, we will find out what's heading our way. I bet you Midway's a level 10 as well. All right, so that's that for right now. Let's let things kind of ride. Well, that's there. That's right, because I'm attacking there. They're just fleeing. There's nothing they can do. I would say at this point the Philippines, probably I'm dealing with them being low strength, maybe. Maybe not. This guy's pretty much in good strength. Let's have him support the attack. That's right. So I was saying, well, I don't need to capture every single point on the map here. I do need to get the victory point locations. And also, the best way to accomplish that is to just push and make sure that I do pretty much every single, well, actually, let's do it like this, have every single victory point location. Because I don't want to just be moving in and uh, a unit appears out of nowhere, behind my lines and takes back a victory point location. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think the Philippines has anything in the queue waiting to be built, but why take chances? Yeah, that's an inner strength garrison for sure. It's just a garrison and a artillery unit. This is artillery, a colonial garrison unit, which I think is a little bit weaker, cheaper than a garrison unit, but weaker as well, and then a wagon, which they don't need to move. If you're a garrison, you're staying in one place. That's all. All right, our sub tech is getting really, really good. The tech on board our current subs are really, really good, but our current sub class is like not the best. It's all right. All right, so we wanted General Santos. Cool. We dropped off some guys finally. So we're going to push him up here like so. We're going to push him up like so. We're waiting. And nobody's there. Okay. And that's only a 5-er. I probably don't have anything here that I can pick up to take in. Oh, the South Pack. We're going to pick them up. This is kind of a long journey, but we're transporting them actually here to Satuan. His truck already has the main headquarters, and actually probably should have put the South Pac Fleet Command like on one of these islands here, or out here even, like on this island, for example. It's all right. I have not seen any naval combat just yet, so I mean, knock on wood, that's good. Yeah, we're bombing some American subs just off of our islands. I figured there'd be something around here. Naval combat. So this is my carrier group encountering a horde of subs. 23 subs total. This should be fun to watch. With some bombings going on too, that they're not going to be long for this world. Though, yeah, the weather and the fact it's nighttime, that's not helping us at all. We won't have sunk us a single sub, I bet, when all is said and done here. Yep. Damaged quite a few, but nah, that's all. Definitely my CAGs are kind of, I don't think they're damaged per se. I think if anything, they're tired because they're out bombing in the middle of the night and in bad weather. It doesn't matter who you are. that's not ideal conditions. All right, let's pump this back up to 65. Try to keep my research at an even number because honestly, throwing a few points here or there into a research project, I mean, it does count, but it's just drips and drabs. I might as well take those extra points and just throw them into officer, so I can just build up my officer ratio, or espionage to get more spies. Which, speaking of, we need to get up to 30 or 0.3 spies every day. There we go. Gaining 60, almost 70 officers a day. I don't know how many we're losing in all this, but Okay, we're able to, oh, wow. So the 116th will stay here. We're going to just run this guy straight on down like so. The 5th in the other hand is going to go kind of like this to help out. The 12th will go like so. And 116th, we'll have him go out there. And one Marine will go out there. The other Marine there and back again. We can land this auxiliary ship. They don't need to be hovering out there. And this assault ship flotilla can also rebase there. Get ready to pick up our Marines. This passenger liner, we can send, I think, our 840. We'll send up here because we need to pick up that guy because we got to drop him off at Wake Island. All right. Cool. So he got dropped off. Welcome to your new home. Enjoy the accommodations. Yeah, thanks to the United States previous inhabitants. You've got some state-of-the-art equipment here. All right, we can pull him off, and actually he's going to now redeploy out to here. Basically, starting to get ready. Timeline-wise, I don't know when exactly the United States or UK, I should say, declares on Japan, other than happens after, of course, when you declare on the United States. Pearl Harbor happens. I don't think it can happen any sooner than that, unless you're doing something to agitate the UK. That said, all the campaigns I played, again, I would hesitate to say under this particular version, so things may have changed, but in older versions, versions 10.x, 9.x, 8.x, I think I played even earlier than that. Anytime that the UK has ever declared on me, it's usually been January to February. I've seen it as late as March, but I've never seen it any earlier in December, for example. It does take some time. I guess I could kind of figure out, perhaps, if we click on the UK. So our current relations are negative 200, so yeah. Our threat to them is 59.42. I don't know what it would have to be. Oh, we need the seaport level. I don't know what our threat to them would have to be for them to declare on us. I'm not sure what that level's got to be. Their threat to us is 107, so obviously we can declare war on them. Let me check something else here. Their threat to us is 0.2, so we can actually declare war on Australia as well. I wonder because they're allied. Who is Saudi Arabia? Well, we can declare war on Saudi Arabia. Interesting. I know there's you can't declare war on somebody unless their threat is so high to you, but I mean that doesn't make sense if Saudi Arabia's I haven't saved since we started. Saudi Arabia's threat is so low to me regarding I don't know, but anyway, the UK will be attacking soon. I need to be ready for that. So that's why I'm beginning to get all my ducks in a row here and move troops over and stuff like that. Which now that I'm talking about that here, we're moving in. We need to make sure that they continue to move in like so. Let's grab everybody here except for the garrison unit. Bring them down there. Cool. Minus those two guys, obviously, and not that guy either. So those are the only two that I have here so far. Well, Okay, we need to send them up to there. And all of these guys except for him and I think, yeah, this guy. Kwabe? Yeah, this guy here. We'll move him over here. Taiwan-gun. All these guys need to march post-haste down that way. Yeah, I think we just need 5 divisions going down Malaya into Singapore. I think 5 divisions is all we really need. Those guys will come around like so. And he'll come up. They'll be around there. It moves a whole bunch of troops. Let's just let that kind of ride a little bit. Oh, plus I got troops over here. That's these guys. Keep clicking the wrong thing here. These guys minus those. They're up there. Okay. Well, actually, select them all and have them come up. Yeah, they'll move the best way they can, which we should actually do strategic redeployment. Okay, that leaves just that there. That's fine. And I need to move some of these guys further in as well. Yeah, a lot of my leaders, you notice all that red all over the place. A lot of my leaders are just like in kind of the worst positions. They're leading troops that aren't even in the theater just yet. We'll fix all that pretty soon. Okay, and he. Okay. So vegan. That's cool. Leaving those. Okay. I like how this is all breaking down right, or going into play right now. How about here? Do we have? Yes, an auxiliary ship. So we're gonna leave him behind. Oh, the auxiliary. Oh, I have a passenger liner there. Go ahead and transport them all over there. The auxiliary vessels rebase. Where's my landing craft? Here. They can also rebase. All right, so Guam's taken care of. Don't have the troop transport there yet, and we are staging at Wake Island at this point. So I've got a heavy cruiser that needs to come out here and do some patrolling. Another heavy cruiser as well. We're actually going to kind of try to cut off the gap that's right here. Yeah, there we go. This way we should have a nice complete throughput there. And we got some subs. How far can we go? 1400, so that's about up to here. So let's do here. Convoy rating. And right around Midway itself proper. All right. And we got a torpedo boat that's just going to be patrolling in this area here. There we go. I also have some air units, but they need some rest and relaxation before they start flying out. All right, everybody's moving. Let's let it go. Yeah, hasn't been that long at all. Actually, I haven't played about a few days. I do apologize for the pace of this game, but at this point there's like so much that goes on. We can speed up a little bit more, but there's so much that goes on that I don't want to get into a situation where I'm missing what's happening because I've let the speed go by way too fast. All right, we're doing all that. Seaports, flying boat, prototype. Cool. That's that guy. So yeah, he's gonna get crushed. I'll have him support that attack. Oh, Navy combat. Speaking of, yeah, I was gonna say this is probably all the subs. I didn't have to see the zone where it's at. I just, as large as that was, I figured it had to be the subs kind of returning. This is not my carrier group. This is the heavy cruiser group, along with my carrier group is in there too. Who all do I have in here? Oh, the destroyers as well. Well, that's a lot. That is certainly a lot, but yeah, I'm sure he's getting a penalty for commanding too many of these guys. We have good night attack, so maybe we'll do something. Doesn't look like we will though. Oh wait, whoa, 2, 4, 6 subs out of the 23 that were there initially, so we're down to 17 now. Sadly, that would mean they're calling them raiders. We've attacked enemy raiders. That's the subs in that area. I actually sunk a convoy out there. It must be going from here down to, or I don't know, maybe it's coming from Australia to America. We are sinking a lot of convoys around Johnston. We hit January. I'll check the strategic effects. I totally forgot to keep checking that in the Chinese war to see how well we were doing overall, but that's all right. Airport, we can cancel that as well. Close air support. So now we need to figure out what we're going to put in here. We're actually now we have more leadership than we need to have research projects, but that's fine. I've got plenty more research to come in here. Stuff to help our IC and supply. I don't see anything of that sort. Okay. Electronics. We don't need to worry about the tank radio communications right now. Active sonar, though, we do need that. Okay, so that gets us right on 65. Let's make sure all of our fleet stuff, naval stuff, is where it should be. We're not going to build frigates, torpedo boats, though. We will keep going with that. We got some defensive measures for our small ships. Yeah, our small ships have a lot of different tech that they need to get caught up on. Oh, depth charges. We'll push that to the top because that'll get completed very quickly. All this is pretty much done, or getting researched where it needs. Carriers. Where are we with carriers? 1943 tech. I'd love to see that. 1942 tech. I'd love to see that as well. But we cannot pause. We have to keep researching because we need the best. Oh wow, all of our carrier tech there is about to get. That's cool. That must be all the result of our research minister pushing that stuff for us. Capital ship stuff here, radar, surface and air radar, AAA control, damage control, computer damage control, carrier damage control. That's probably one of the more important things we need to worry about because the current level is probably plus 30% morale. But yeah, you can see it goes up quite a bit, so we definitely need that. We're not going to build pocket battleships. There is no need for that. It's either going to be battle cruisers or battleships, or down the road, super battleships. Whoa, there's a bunch of other stuff here that I'm going to be pushing to the forefront. That's also going to be researched very quickly. Those must also be from my previous research minister, what they were going through. So within a day or a week, we'll have a bunch of stuff coming up. This is my cruiser tech. I actually have a lot of my cruiser tech is modern. And there's more stuff that's going to be getting researched very rapidly. All right, pushing all that up here, and we can see, yeah, December, January, December. A bunch of stuff coming out here tomorrow. So that's cool. I'm up to 92 projects, but I probably got a good half dozen projects that are going away. It'll be completed tomorrow, so that's not bad at all. So that's all of that. this carrier task force we do need. Oh, cool. So we're actually researching everything else. So I think we're good to go there. Oh, CAG prototype. We're doing all of our plane tech the best we can. Air, CAG pilot training, and going through all that stuff. Yeah, I need to start working on all this other stuff as well too, but later. We don't have the bandwidth to handle that right now. All right, let's keep it going a little bit here. Manet, that's here. All right, so we're pushing them out. That's good. I should be having, yeah, my troops are going to be arriving very shortly there. Here's the rest of the subs. 13. They must have lost a few more, because I could have sworn there were 17 left. They must have lost a couple, or they simply retreated out. The Taiho took a bit of a hit, torpedo hit. That's a shame. No hits there. So let's see here. How many subs will we end up sinking here? Mexico is part of the Allies. 2, 4, 6 more subs. So they should be down to 7 subs at this point. They had 23. We fought 13. So Guatemala, part of the Axis. They're at war with everybody, including Mexico. So yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, I was happy to see that Guatemala had joined the Axis, because that could potentially mean down the road a launching pad for myself. But there's just no way I could race a transport full of troops from Japan past Hawaii into Guatemala in time to be able to then be able to say, okay, cool, now we'll have you guys run rampant all the way up through Mexico. There's just no way that could have happened. Not to mention, they would have had no supply. They would not be able to supply them whatsoever. That's the remnants of the subs, I think. They lost another sub. Cool. Yep, here's all the... So that's capital ship. So these must be all the texts that... Yeah, these got to be all the texts that were already done. That basically is just pushing the needle a little bit further. So that's 4 of them. I got more coming out. More coming soon. So Guam transport is pulling in, so we'll be able to throw them onto Wake Island. I don't want to leave Wake yet until we are until we have all of our troops here, so we can then take on Midway. It doesn't look like there's any. See, before it said there was like 23 planes here, but I don't see any there anymore. There's definitely no naval presence, and kind of doing that sneaky, zooming it out and see what I can see kind of thing. I don't see anything on the waters. It's just my ships all over the place. That's it. See, if Japan did this in the real war, attack Midway by January, things would have been a lot different for them. We're suffering some supply issues here. That'll get worked out. Oh, you know what? Let's just. I don't have the bandwidth to sit there and figure out what I need to do for my supply chain. So let's just let the computer handle it. Cool. Yep, here's a bunch more. Submarine engines, we'll let that go because that's 1940 tech. We need to learn it. But then we also have the naval bomber prototype. That gets us a little bit of a newer bomber airframe. There are more subs here. Six more subs total. They lost 4 more. So yeah, this is like, of the 23, that's what they're down to, is just the 6. Killed 2,800 cav units. things are looking kind of good there. He's going to come down like so. He finished attacking, and he's going to go that way. Okay. So let's have him come down like that way. And I think that's pretty much it that we need to do there. How are we doing in South Philippines? Okay, cool. We won that battle. Excellent. South Philippines, and we got to take a look and see what's happening elsewhere. Okay, so we got our Marines going here to take that port as well. So, and the first is going up this way. So we'll leave the headquarter units behind. That leaves us with that. Okay. So we're looking at taking these, this one victory point location there. It doesn't matter about anything else, realistically speaking. We'll have him push out like so. We'll have him do like that and see if we can't cut him off and kill him. We'll do that, and then the 18th will come up like so. Alrighty. Cruiser hull shape optimization. That's 44 tech, so there we go. Sweet. Heavy air artillery I need, level 3. That's next year. We can't get the anti-air cruisers until we get that. Save it again real quick here. And I know we've only played about 10 days, but it's getting close to about an hour played right now. Let's take a quick spin around throughout the world and see what's what. I think this is new. I don't think the Italians have pushed into here. All this is the same, though. I don't think there's any changes there or around here. Yeah, this is all the same. But I could swear that they hadn't been in there yet. They're pushing. Italians are pushing around Benghazi. It doesn't look like didn't go too well for them. Yeah, their troops are pretty well thrashed. Whoa, really, really, really thrashed. Yeah, well, not sure what they're going to do about all that, but we'll find out. I don't see any issues, any landings anywheres. Honestly, Norway is so lightly defended by the Germans. It's like, why aren't the Allies looking at landing somebody there? Still doing well up here. Again, just need that province, and Leningrad's cut off. I know there's a ton of troops there, but the Russians are pushing in a bit there. Yeah, this is getting collapsed a bit, and this is getting collapsed quite a bit. Stalingrad, you are right here? No, here. 184, so they did push it back a few. I think it was like 160 kilometers it was before. And Moscow, closest is 200, 193 kilometers. They got pushed back a little bit too. 150 was where they were at. That's prototypical, I would say, for the AI. It depends what happens, what Germany is able to do, pull off in the spring. There's a great influx of units running up to the front there. Good God, that's a lot of Italians running all over the place there. France is fairly lightly defended. Oh, what's Vichy doing here? Oh, we have an airport. We need to push that. Not sure what Vichy is doing. They're definitely guarding their borders, though. Germany just has garrisons galore in France along the waterfront. I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, it does look like there's a ton of units. Look at all these units are sitting here. Good, come on. 18 fighters here. You really need to be pushing all that stuff east. Push it all east. Use it over there. Well, maybe that's what they're doing. They're going to be running all over there. But oh well. That's the Eastern Front, and here's how we're doing. We got Wake at Guam as of 2 weeks into the battle here. We've got landings on South and Northern Philippines that we're beginning to make some pushes. The Philippines will be about a 2 month project, I believe. Um, it'll take me about a month, well, a little bit less than a month, probably early January before I get this victory point location here. But I would imagine it's going to take a month to be able to push down this way. Ideally, I could have just hugged the coast, took all the victory point locations, and been done with it. But I want to cut off the Philippines, cut a direct line here, cut them off. So that way, whatever's here can get trapped and killed. And then once that's taken care of, then all my divisions in here can then push southward. I find that's a little bit easier to deal with when I don't have to take on the whole entire Philippine army. And yeah, we're getting ready for pushing there. All right, Midway is next. We are beginning. Yeah, we got a lot of our Marines set up here. I got 3 Marines, which I think that's all I was going to have here. I got all the landing craft there. Oh, look at that. Some straggler over there. I think that's all the landing craft that I need, honestly. That's 900 weight that they can carry, which that's everybody here, which is 290. So I could lose a whole entire fleet. I could lose one of these, and I'd still be okay. I could lose 2, and I'd still be okay, but I'd be worried. We are waiting. Oh, transport made it finally. This guy can actually come over here. We'll move the. We'll get that. There we go. Cool. We'll get him transported over so that way I can leave Wake Island with my Marines knowing that we're not going to lose it. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. We will pick this up next episode and continue onward with the further attacks on America. Guys, have a great day. Bye.